Yeah. Boom, 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 shagalaga. Boom, like the Zoom. I'm in the room, I'm in the room. I'm making dough, I'm making boom. Boom, shakalaka. Boom, shakalaka. Yo, yo. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. Morning, y'all. All right, so we're going up. Looks like we got a cup and handle. Okay. Definitely bullish today. We got claims. We got job. I think what's it, jobless claims. Let me see what we got. It's coming out today. Oh, unemployment claims. There we go. Yeah, unemployment claims coming out today, 7:30. So be careful, y'all. Make sure you're not in the market when that time happens. You don't want to get chopped. What's happening? That's capping. Got to grind up. Been grinding overnight, all night. Yeah, we started to grind up about 11:15, 11:17 p.m. And now we're above VWAP. It looks like we got this nice trend going. Well, we're in the range now. Okay, but we're holding above VWAP. What I don't want to happen, that has been happening lately, is that price drops right a little bit under into this zone and then fires it up. Fire it up. Fire it up. Fire it up. Fire it up. That's what I don't want to happen. But I do know that we are going up. We're going to be up into here. I think we'll get a good rejection around this number right here. This is going to be a good rejection, I believe. So watch out for that. 25,471. Okay. And then we could come reject down and then keep going up. This is definitely looking like a cup and handle pattern. I really don't play patterns. I don't really care about patterns, but that is the pattern. I play VWAP, VWAP, VWAP. I play VWAP, VWAP, VWAP. If you're above VWAP, you go up. If you're below middle VWAP, you go down. When you get to the lower outer bottom VWAP, this is good areas to start looking for buys when you hold support. Okay, when you hold support and start making higher lows. Okay, y'all. Okay. But this little pattern here, boom. Okay, and then we got the double right there, higher low. So in this scenario, we should hold this area and come all the way up into here. Okay, into our next rejection zone. However, when jobless claims hits, unemployment claims hits, this may be an area we shoot up to and then reject. Like if prices around here or something, it could go and then come back down real quick. So look out for that too. Okay. Boom shakalaka, boom shakalaka, boom shakalaka. Just let's get this pump it to the sky. Let's get this pump now. Here's the pump. There it go. This actually could be a rejection zone right here, y'all. Boom, boom. Take the money and run. 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 Yo, 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 yo. I gotta go, I gotta flow, I gotta show, I gotta blow, I got some more, I got some more, I got some dough, I got some dough. 6084, hit the door, that's a chore, window more. Yo, I'm at the dough, I'm at the spoke, I'm at the hope. That's a joke, hold up, float, gotta go, that's for sure. Oh, yeah, they hit the flow, yeah, they want some more, yeah. I gotta go, I gotta flow, I got some more, I got some more, I got some dough, yeah. What you? No, yeah, that's a W, win for W. On the charts, all I like to see are W's. Yes, man, trouble, dude. But not when you got the W. Yeah, W. You in trouble, dude. That's some ruckus, dude. Hold up, Nantucket. Nope, it, dude. Trucking like a trucker, that's a trucker, dude. What you know about it, use up to do. You in lucky too. I guess it's lemon with the lemonade. Tea in my cup. 3 in my cup. C's in my cup. The M in the middle, then the W. The M in the middle, then the W. This was a triple M. I see those patterns a lot. Here's an M. M in the middle, then the W. This is just cried up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm in the left lane, gotta get to the right lane. No fight, man. Gotta keep it tight, man. Keep it right, man. Righteous. God, I need you fight my battles. God, I need you fight my battles. I'm in situations got me facing. That's what I'm at. Situations got me facing. That's what I'm at. Can't do it without you. Can't do it without you. Can't do it without you. That's the 90s bebop. That's the 80s tree trap. That's the 60s top. That's the 50s we got. Coca-Cola, semi-rollers, demi-colas, Jerry Colas. That's the holder. Who's the spoiler? Boy the toilet. Sit with a folk. Locomotion on float. Locomotion on float. Coming through, that's Mo. Trying to get the dope. Trying to rack Mo. Trying to hit flows. That's Castro. I already know. 2084, 2084, 2084. Hey, bake nigga. Bake nigga. Coming through, nigga. What do you, little nigga? Back on the floor, though. Crack on the floor, though. Back on the floor, though. What you really know, though? 2084, yo. Gotta get my flow, yo. That's for sure, yo. It's getting dangerous up in here. It's getting real up in here. The homies, they don't care. The players, they don't share. Yeah, just wanna play with it. Homies wanna stay with it. That's okay with it. 20 phase with it. That's a trade with it. Pop up in the days with it. Wish they play with it. Okay with it. Yeah, I gotta spit it. Yeah, I gotta get it. Yeah, I gotta grab it. Homie, that's a habit. That's a habit. Yeah, I gotta grab it. Yeah, I gotta grab it. Mac Miller, Mac flow. Mac Miller, Mac flow. Mac Miller, Mac flow. 2020, 84. Mac Miller, Mac flow. Yeah. Mac Miller, Mac flow. Yeah. Flow pain. So sane, so tame. Oh man, choke man. For dough man, for show man. Tote man, oh man, so sane. Mac Miller, sack pillar, crack filler. I got Mac nigga. Yeah, that's my flow piece. That's my dope piece. I got for show piece. I got some soap piece. I got an O piece. Mm. Get up there, boy. Get up there, boy. Get up there. Get up there. That's aggravating. Chicken on waffle. 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 Sugar flow. Incredible. Chicken on waffle. 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 Incredible. It's incredible. Yes, edible. It's incredible. That's incredible. Yes, edible. Chicken and waffle. 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 Sugar flow. Incredible. Man, I missed that trade. Come back up. Come on. Jeez. She should wobble. She should wobble. Chicken and waffle. 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 Della Reese. Della Peace. I got some Della Grease. Chicken and waffle. Chicken and waffle. Chicken and waffle. Chicken and waffle. 24s. 84s. At the dose. Chicken and waffle. 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 Snap and grind, snap and grind, snap and grind. Coming through every time, every time. Chicken and waffle, chicken and waffle, chicken and waffle, chicken and waffle, chicken and waffle. Chicken and waffle, chicken and waffle, chicken and waffle. Chicken and waffle, 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 chicken and waffle. Chill out on the floor, chill out on the floor. Yes, credible. Yes, edible. chicken and waffle, chicken and waffle, chicken and waffle, chicken and waffle. Chicken and waffle, chicken and waffle, chicken and waffle, chicken and waffle. I don't like the break on the trend line, man. Chicken and waffle, chicken and waffle, chicken and waffle. Okay, you're on, mother. You're on, mother. Okay, cool. Cool. So basically, I just want to tell you what's going on here. Okay, so basically, what's happening is we have just a slow grind up. We had dumped off last night. Okay, I don't know if you remember me saying that. But look, we dumped off last night to where? The previous day middle VWAP. Okay. So yeah, and so the previous day VWAP bands were very important. So we dumped off down here, okay, and then we double bounce on the lowest VWAP band, and from there we've been ranging and grinding up all night. And typically, what happens in this situation, this is called a cup and handle pattern. So we'll get to about right here, we'll hit a rejection and then continue up today. We got data coming out at 7:30, so in like another hour. So we'll be out of the market at that time because that's when you'll get a huge spike or something crazy will happen. And we want to be out of the market, and then we'll play that overreaction. So if it spikes up, and we'll get a sell and write it down for 20, 30, 40 points. And but overall, we came down and we held above previous day middle VWAP, and now we're above our VWAP. So the lowest we can go today, if we're gonna keep going up, is here, this area. We don't want to touch this bottom line no more. So the lowest that we can go is right here. Hey, you just closed a trade we were in. We were in a trade. We were in a trade. This trade is going up. Let it go up. I think you close it out there. Okay. This is not a demo. Oh, well, I mean, this is about to power up really fast. This is, we're about to go up into here. Okay, so just let it. I think you did this over here. I think you did this MNQ, this, I think it was 54, but I did a trade and I didn't realize I was on MNQ, and it went to 51. I closed out of it and then I switched to NQ. Okay. But yeah, just let this go. We got a nice trend line right here in this 200. You see this 200 yellow line? This is a 200 EMA moving average. We crossed over the VWAP. We crossed over. This is middle price right here. Okay, man, I don't want to chase this trade, but I'm just gonna chase it. Okay. But now we're about to cross over the purple line. Once this crosses over the purple line, when this yellow line gets close to crossing over this purple line, okay, we should get a little pullback around that time. But once it officially crosses over, that's trend up. Okay. So we're in trend up, mother. Okay, look what happened right here. We came down, bounced right above middle VWAP, which tells us we're bullish. Okay, and then we did a double bounce right here. Look. Okay, we did a double bounce right here. So we're up. We're going up. Okay, it's just like this. It's just a up, down, up, down, up, down, slow grind. You see, you close that trade out too quick, and we was gonna miss this right there, mother. Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that, mother. She trying to get this. Okay. Now this area right here, okay, it's making a little bit higher highs. I mean, this is an area where we can start to, maybe close out and then reback by here. So let it see if we can pop a little bit more into here, and then we'll close out and see if we can, buy it back down here. But one of these times, I don't want it. One of these times, it could just pop right up into here really quick. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't want to miss that. If you look over here on the DOM, you see where the sellers are. Okay, this is where people are trying to sell. Right here, double nines. Usually when I see double nines like that, price usually stalls right around this point right here. Okay, so we're a little bit under. Sometimes if there's like a big block right here that says like 25 or 30, usually when you have a huge block right here that says like 25 or 30, usually you'll go up to like right here. You can get to like right here. Okay. This one has 12, so we'll say this is like our big block, so maybe we can get, into there. Come on, get a little higher. Get a little higher. Yeah. Yeah, 911. So this is where the sellers are. As you see these blocks move up, you see how they're spreading up higher? That means price is pushing higher. As these red blocks push lower, okay, you see how they're getting further up? That means price is going further up. As they get smaller and come down like this, you see how it come down? That means price ain't going that high. That means price is starting to stall out. And so that's when you can start to adjust your price a little bit like that. But it fluctuates so much to where at this point in time, I do think we're going to get a nice heavier push, into 93, 94, 93.25, whatever. Okay, but one of these times we should get a nice push into here pretty quickly. It could have been this time. But yeah, we got a slow little grind up in here. And we should push into here. You see how I made a higher high, a higher high? We should get a higher high into here or into here, okay? And then get a rejection down or a little pullback. But sometimes you won't get that rejection right here. Sometimes it'll just go right up into here really quick. Really quick. And then if you see the DOM, see all the buyers, they're coming in now on the trend line and they're pushing this thing up. See, so as the buyers move up, that means price is going up. As these buyers start, as you don't see these green dots. There are these green blocks. Okay. That means buyers are trying to move their orders up higher to get back in the trade or whatever. The bias. Okay, so basically, um, what I don't want to see happen and what I have seen happen um, in the past is you see how we have this. This is where liquidity is right now, okay, on a smaller scale. Why is liquidity right here? Because this is where everyone has their stop losses. So if price comes, here, they stop everybody out. So what happens is when you see this area right here, liquidity, sometimes when they do manipulation, okay, it doesn't happen all the time, but it did happen quite some time, a few times yesterday. Um, some days it happens, some days it don't, but they could whip down here, okay, into this zone right here, stop everybody out that's in this trade because there's people probably that's been holding this trade, since here. They probably boom, boom. They probably got their stop like right here. And what the banks will do is they'll stop everybody out, get the liquidity, get their money, and then push it back up like that. So that's what I don't want to happen. However, when that does happen, you get stopped out. When it stops out, once price gets back up above VWAP, then you can re-enter your buy and then ride it all the way back up, into here, into this level. This level right here today, we should get a rejection right here. Okay, this is always a good little rejection area right around here. 25,470-ish, okay? A little bit below, a little bit above right here. Okay, that's always a good rejection point. Okay, okie dokie. All right, this time when we come back up, see, price came right underneath it. Now it should come right above it. I was thinking it was going to come above it last time and then come back down. That's what I wanted to get to here and then come back down by and then, right up into here. But it did a little premature one right tall, right there. But this is a slow grinder again, slow grinder up, got a nice trend. Yeah, we just don't want that. I mean, we could actually move this stop up like right here. We just don't want this manipulation to come down, like that. And if it does, stop us out, boom, move it right here. I don't want to get stopped out because sometimes price will just go right here and then keep going up. I don't want to get stopped out. Okay, but if it goes any lower than this point, if we go any lower than this point, most likely we'll get down into here and then we can get a buy here and then ride it up. Okay, you could even do something like this, like that, so you can catch that buy and then right, boom, and then boom. And so if I was gonna walk away from this, I would walk away like that and then come back in 10 minutes because then I could or come back in like 5 minutes or something, and then hopefully get this sold and then be right around here again to catch another buy to just buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell. Since we got this little pattern right here, it's one of these. Look, boom, boom, boom. See, this one came a little lower. Okay, but it never broke this bottom one right here. So we did not get any manipulation right here. This was clean. This was clean. This was perfect. Okay, this is textbook right here. Okay, this is textbook. As your trend goes up, your trend line changes too, just so you know. So the steeper you go up, the steeper your trend line goes. Same thing here. You know, the steeper you start to go up, the steeper your trend line can go. Okay. 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 But in this situation, okay, we could still come to yellow line, maybe a tinge under, okay, and still have this and still have a nice kind of trend upwards. You know, even if I were to move this line, you know, a little like that, it could still, you know, still kind of go up. Okay. But right now, that's the trend. As long as we're above this yellow, we don't want to get too below this yellow line. Sometimes it wicks a little and then back up. You know, but you really want to hold above purple and yellow. You don't really want to start getting below it. You know, we haven't got below it since right here at 6:02 a.m. So it's almost been an hour. 1 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour. I know, and it looks like they always make it look like it's gonna drop and fall off a cliff and then they'll just pop it up real quick, you know. So that's why I just learned like, you know, have your stop in a good place. And I feel like this is a really good place because I honestly we don't want to go lower than here. Because if we do go lower than here in this type of situation, then not for sure, but most likely if we do break this point, I would want to say the sellers are in control and the sellers will push us down into here. Okay. Or they push you down, boom, you know, and then our thing don't get hit. You know, but right around here is where the sellers want to stop everybody, get the liquidity, boom. Sometimes they go a little further, sometimes they just go a little bit more. It depends. But this is the zone. If liquidity does and we get stopped, oh, here, you just go like that. You just grab this, click, drag, pull. But this is the thing, when I do that, I can't see the big picture. I like to see the big picture on everything so I can really see the structure. This is the structure. This is the range. This is the range. This is the bottom of the range. This is the top of the range, you know, and then we're writing a little mini trend line. So I like to see that. This right here, okay, this, let me highlight the current range that we're in. Okay, this current range that we're in. Okay, this you always want to buy at the bottom of the range, okay, and sell at the top of the range. If you break out of this range, okay, sometimes we can break up right here before we get the high of the trading session. This is the high of the trading session. Usually you get a rejection right around the high of the trading session. Okay. However, um, even though you reject doesn't mean you're gonna change uh, reverse. It just means you'll get a little pullback and then keeping your trend. Okay. But this is the range. Once you pop out of it, that's a good sign for continuation up into here. This is going to be the next stop for today. Okay. Okay. Here's the pop. I could add another contract and, you know, sell, but I don't want to be too greedy. But now would be the time where you add another contract. Okay. Like you would do something like that and then put it like right there and just let it hit. and be greedy, and then because this is definitely going to go right up into here. But yeah, we're going to play it safe just in case. You never know. You never know. Okay, but this is the time it pops now. Here, did all this, did all this. We got these little small candles, and now pop up, and we made this little W again, this nice little beautiful W. Let me delete the range. But that's what you need to be able to identify without me highlighting those boxes, is what current range are we in? This is the range right here. We had a lot of bottoming out here, and now we had higher lows here. This is our range. This is where the liquidity's at. Like, if you weren't managing this trade or looking at it, um, and what I would do is I would just leave an order like right down here. Okay, because if price does get down here, we will get a nice bounce, from here up to the top of the range, or around the top of the range for sure. Okay. So if we weren't actually kind of managing this trade, I would do that. I would just leave an order here, walk away, go make, do what I got to do, and come back. This is a good liquidity zone right here, just under the range. Okay, just a little bit under VWAP. Okay. Another good area when market opens at 8:30, this is another good area right here. Okay, either here or here, a little bit above or a little bit below. This is going to be a good area at market open to look for, to see if price can go up or whatever. Okay. Well, good thing we didn't get greedy and add another contract. But that was definitely looking like a. Would you put a buy or a sell there? I would be putting buys down here. Buys. These are good. Like, look at this area right here. This is a good buy area. You put a green line. Okay. If price did come down to here, you are going to get a nice little bounce around here or into here. Okay. Okay, now we're about to get under yellow line. We don't want to get under this yellow line. In fact, right now is a good time to add a buy, but I don't want to over leverage. We're just going to play one contract. That's it. We don't need more than one. If you did do another buy right here, you really want to sell out of it right around here. Okay, the second buy, because just to get a lower price. That's what I do sometimes. I'll hit a buy right here, and then I'll sell one right here to get a lower, what is that? To get a lower uh, cost average or price average. Okay, but look, we're bouncing. Hopefully we bounce on this yellow line. We don't go lower. This is like, this is already too low for me, you know. Yeah. You're down 150, 60. See, I can cut it. You want me to cut it? I mean, I don't want to cut it. I think we're just going to pound up, you know. But okay. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think we're going to pound up. If we break this right here, 362, we won't go up. I don't think we'll go up anymore after this point. This is the point at the 25,362. If price gets lower than this point right here, I don't think we're going up anymore. I think we'll come down into these zones before we go back up. I think this is the area right here where the sellers can get in control, have a higher probability of getting in control. Is it possible price comes down here and whacks us out and then reverses back up? Yes. But the minute we break under this 200 right here, I don't really like it. We haven't been under it since 602. So it's 702. It's about to hit 702. Um, so I don't want to. I wouldn't want to be in this buy trade if price can't hold 362 right here. Okay, this cluster. However, it is looking a little weak. It is looking a little weak. I don't like that. But it's just part of the situation. But in this pattern, in this setup, typically when to make 1K today, then stop. Okay. All right. That's a good goal. That's a good goal. That's a good goal. Okay. We just cracked a little bit under here. So we need to hurry up and get out of here, or we can press this exit button. We can press this exit button. Come on. See, a lot of buyers are pushing in right here at 367. If we break this right here, if we break under here too long, okay, 367 too long, we'll cut it, okay? Because there's a lot of buyers right here. That's another way to gauge when you're trading. When you have those double spots like this, if we break under here and can't get back up and we're down here too long, we can cut it, okay? Just to be safe. Okay, but usually this block will hold. These double nines, okay, usually this situation will hold up. Let's see. This needs to hold. Sometimes it'll go here real quick, but it won't stay into this too long. It should pop up like real quick. But if it doesn't, we can always just press this button right here. Okay. Yeah, the buyers are getting ate up. The buyers are getting ate. All right. I can cut it. 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, I'm cutting it. Oh, I cut it just before it whacked us. Okay. Yeah, the buyers were getting ate up. Okay, so it sucks. Could this thing just pop right back up now? Yeah, it could. It could just go straight back up now, probably.
Hey, I'm gonna walk my Noah.
Okay, all right, thank you. Bye, dude. Yeah, I hate to cut it right here, but it is what it is. I didn't want to get lower than this point anyway, 62. I didn't want to get lower than here anyway, 60, 62, right? And look, we're on 62 right now. And that's the point where I feel like if you get lower than 62, where we at 62 right here on the DOM, I feel like that's the point where you don't want to get lower than that point. But this is where it can start to pop all the way back up. But if you want to wait for the confirmation is this, mother. Let me show you. So we got this right here. We got this little trend line, okay? You got to kind of be able to see that even without putting the trend lines. But typically, once you power back up over this little trend line right there, then you're back in the go. Okay, and what happens is this green candle gets bigger than this one right here. And right when that happens, it's a go too. Like if you want to zoom in, like the minute that this body of this candle gets above here and stays above and holds, then you're gonna keep going up. But the minute, see how this body is not getting higher than this body, it has to stay above this body right here, right like that. Like this, you could enter back in when it does that and put your thing and be like, okay, boom, it's gonna go. And then you could put your stop, under here. and then write it. But that's a confirmation for me when it does that and it gets higher, and then it can just start to plow back up. But see, we don't want this body. This is what I don't like. We don't want this body to get lower than this. We want that body. We want this body to get high. This body to get higher than that body. Like that. Exactly. What do you mean, why so low? I don't understand. Why so low what? Oh, that's just where it has to go. That's just where it has to go. Because this is the thing. If you put your cell up here or even right here, okay? At this point, like you don't want to get wicked out and then it pop up. And that's why. Do you see these little wicks? Yeah. It does that. It wiggles. It always likes to wiggle. Yeah. That's why you don't want to get wicked out, you know. But look, we went right here to 361. We went to 361.25. It probably went to like 359 or whatever, you know. But as long as it holds here, okay, you see this? As long as it holds this trend, this little trend, sometimes it comes a little bit lower and then keeps going. But as long as we hold this now, because look, we had one, we didn't flush. That's the main thing, is that you didn't want to and fall down. It had one, and then it had a green, and then it started to make higher lows again, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low. And now it's gonna should power back up. And if you look, we didn't get, we're still from this point. Look, here's the low, here's the higher low, we still haven't made a lower low yet from here. So we're still in uptrend. It's just I don't like it coming below the 200. The 200 is I don't like that. It gets a little like when you get below the 200 right here, this is where we could start to come down into here pretty quickly. And this right here could went real fast, but it didn't. It kind of started to hold, and then it went boom, and then we had 1, 2, 3, 4 higher lows now, which is good. Yeah, 4 higher low. And typically what happens is that it could come like this, boop, and then bounce back up. It always likes it because here's the low, here's the most recent low, I guess, in this little situation. So it likes to come back down and retest this bottom low. Make sure we actually really hold support. So if you were to put your stop here, when it comes down to retest, you could get stopped out right here. It always likes to have this and then come down, retest, and then jump up. Always got to retest. Let's prove that. We come down, and then it came down and retested right here. And then fast forward, it come down and it retested again this area. See? It went up. So people put their stops probably like right here. There's a lot of stops, and they come down and retest. Doop, right here. Doop, and then plow up. Happens like that all the time. Look right here. Come down, boom, retest right here. This was sometimes it will come to here to retest. Sometimes it'll come a little bit lower and then pop up. So here's the retest right here. So as long as we hold this retest right here, it's fine. We go up. If we don't hold this retest and we drop a little bit lower, okay, like sometimes it'll go a little bit lower and then pop up. But as long as we hold this retest, you see the retest? As long as we hold this retest right here and plow up, we're good. It will keep going up. If we don't, if we break this, then then you just wait. Then you just wait for price to get into here. On this second break, I wouldn't even try to re-enter again here. I just wouldn't do it. We really want to hold. We really want to hold right around here. This is the area because if you look, boom, boom, boom. This was a heavy resistance. And then once we got above it, look, boom, 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 boom. This became the heavy support. And then look, boom, boom, boom. So all this, a lot of support right here. This is why I had my stop right here. This is a huge area right here for support and resistance. That's why I had it at 362, which it should have been at 359. Okay, it should have been underneath here a tinge more. Okay. But this is where we start to plow up into here now. Okay. So don't be selling like in this situation. We don't want to take profit here. We want a higher high, higher high, higher high, higher high, high. We want a higher high before we take profit on this trade. We don't want to sell ourselves short and try to take profit into here. Now, you could, if you want to be conservative, take profit right here because it's possible we could reject here and come back down. But I don't think that's going to happen. I honestly think we're going to get into here, into here, you know, into here, into here, into here, I really think we're going to get up into here. And I think when the day opens and we'll be up into here. And I think today, as long as the data that comes out at 7:30 and data's about to come out too, so we need to be out of this trade. It's possible at 7:30, watch, at 7:30 my time, it's possible this price shoots all the way up here really fast in like a second and then rejects and then comes back down. So it's possible, like if we wanted to, we could even do something like that. Okay, because I really believe that's the stopping point right there. When it's 7:30, when data hits, okay, data's gonna hit and it's gonna go right here and come right back down. So if you want, we could do something like that too. Okay, but if you look, we got this nice W. Okay. But at 7:29, we need to be out of this trade. We cannot be in this trade past 7:29 because we do not want to be in a trade at 7:30 because at 7:30 this thing is going to either drop and fall down here. I think it's going to come up here and go and then reject real quick. That's what I think. At 7:30 in 15 more minutes. So if it's we got to get out of this trade in 14 minutes or less. Okay, but I'm going to go make a coffee. I'm not going to watch it right now. I'm just going to leave it in place. If you want to change this around, okay, all you have to do is click and drag it. You can. I really think we're going to get up into here or into here, but whatever you want to do, that's fine. You can manage it. I'm gonna go make a coffee though, mother. Okay, I'm gonna let you be in control of this. But I truly believe as long as we're above this price, the 59.50, as long as we don't crack here now, okay, I truly believe, this is a nice W pattern right here. Boom, boom, W. I truly believe we're gonna get into here, okay, into this zone. Maybe this zone, maybe this zone, maybe this zone, okay, before 7:29, by 7:29, okay? I'm gonna go make a coffee. I love you. I'll be back. But now you can be in control of it right now if you want. I'm gonna come back and we're gonna make some money on this. Okay. I love you. And oh shoot. Yeah. I forgot about my other trade. I forgot about my other trade. Oh, good. I didn't get stopped out on my other one. I'm still rolling. I'm still rolling. Good. Awesome. I had that stop a little bit lower, I guess. I was more conservative with yours. I was more conservative with you. All right, mother. I love you. Let's see. Thanks for taking Noah. Love you. Bye. Ain't nobody gonna die today. I did it twice last time. I did it twice. But make that chicken though. That's right, huh? Okay. Look, we almost hit our target. We still got more room to go at 21. I really think, yeah, we're in a good spot here. We are in. I have my take profit up here on the other screen, just so you know. I'm at like 12, 11, 12. This is where my take profit's at. I'm just gonna wait, but at 7:29, I'm gonna get out of it. Okay, so if my take profit don't hit wherever I'm at, I'm just gonna cut it or whatever. It looks like we're gonna get a nice little push into here, into this zone here. But you know what? Let's see if we can just take profit and see if we can, maybe it comes back down one more time and we can buy. Push, push, push. See, for this candle, you don't want this candle to break underneath this little baby range right here. This is the baby range. You don't want it to break under here, because if it breaks under here, then it comes all the way back down into here. You know, you actually could do something like that, I guess, if you wanted to take some profit. And then again, it could just come to the 21 and just, that's why it's just so tricky sometimes trying to protect price like that, because then you stop and then it just flies up. You know, yeah, come on, push. That's why I hate watching this thing, is let that thing go. I'm gonna finish my coffee. Why'd I move that? Ooh. Okay. Where we at? I'm just hovering around here. Hovering. Well, you know what? Whatever you want, we can just take some profit. Looks like this thing may want to come back down. See if we can get another one down here, mother. Or not. We'll just play it like this. Whatever. We don't want to leave money on the table. It's 7:26 anyway, so we got to be out of this trade here soon. Let me get mine off. Let me see here. Where we at? I'm out. Okay. I am going to put a sell. What price is this? 25,000. Boom, boom, boom. We're going to leave that there. Boom. Boom. On. All right. Here's the pump. There's the pump we missed for selling out early. There it is. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this right there. So price does come down here. Okay, we can get it. Oh, we missed that pump right there. That's the one I wanted to wait on. Yeah. Oh well, it is what it is. It is what it is. We got jobless claims in 3 minutes, so I do want to put an order right there like that. Okay. And then we'll do something like that. Okay, so if price does go, we can at least get boom, boom, get this ricochet right here. Okay, but it's possible that price just goes like, zoom, zoom. It goes like, zoom, and maybe hits this trend line here, and then goes boom all the way up to here, like, and then from here we can make from here down to there real quick in 2 minutes. Let's see, 2 minutes right here, 2 minutes. And it would have been in this buy, which I don't want to risk it. I think could just shoot right all the way up here, which it's looking like we got that pattern to do that. But there's no sense in that. That's a gambling, actually. That's a gambling. We don't want to gamble. Never do that. I learned my lesson too many times trying to do that. Um, Even though this looks perfect and I have like such a high feeling that we're gonna go up into here really quick. Price always likes it chee chee or chee chee zoom and then zooms up. You know, occasionally it will just go and not even have a little pullback, but majority of the time it comes down, pushes up real quick. Okay, as long as the unemployment claims are low and jobs are steady, or maybe they're slightly higher, but as long as it's right around where they projected it to be, and this thing's going to shoot up. Now we have a lot of unemployment claims and it's more than estimated, then this thing will this thing will just go down into here. So, but I do think this is a safe area to do something like that on this. And obviously this is the safest area to do that right here. $7.30, nothing. What the heck? What the heck? Where's our unemployment data? It said we had unemployment claims. Yeah. 7:30. That's so weird. Okay, well, I guess there's nothing. Sure, well, we exited out of that trade for nothing. Usually, I don't know if you can't see this, but if you go to Forex Factory, it says unemployment claims. It's 7:30 today, and it's a red folder. And every time you have a red folder on unemployment claims, you never want to be in the market. I don't know why it didn't go off today. It's really weird. But you know what? Ever since the government's been shutting down, sometimes it's been maybe like 2 or 3 times it's done that in the past where you have like FOMC or unemployment claims or CPI, and you should have huge, huge movements on here. Like this thing can move like 100 and how many points is this? 380. Yeah, 100 points, 150 points in like a matter of like 20 seconds, 10 seconds, 30 seconds. So I don't know why it didn't happen today. It's very weird, but I have noticed that a couple times it has done that. Okay. All right, mother. Well, at this point in time, we're not going to chase up here. We're just not going to do it. If we miss this trade, we miss the trade. It is what it is. We'll look for another one. There's always more. But I do think um, I do think we can get one more come down into, these zones possibly, maybe. Okay. So we'll see if we can put it on the purple line. As you see, price comes down to the purple line and likes to bounce. Okay, it does like to bounce more here if I zoom in. It does like to bounce more on the 50, a little bit below the 50. Boom, boom, boom. It does like these lines better. But if you notice, look, these things are going straight up now. Look. And when the candlestick gets far away, you see how it's far away from this line, then you know we're super bullish. The further away from this line this candlestick gets, the more like power it has, I guess. And with price gets above this line right here, when price gets above this line, it can I seen it go, 100 points in like 20 seconds, 30 seconds, a minute. Like this is like adding gasoline to fire right here when you get above here, especially if price gets far above here. So just know that this is the area where, and typically, like this, it will go boom, 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 and then get back underneath it. And when it gets underneath it, okay, I can probably get a good sell. In fact, I had you in a sell right here, and I took profit right here. I knew, um, just because I was being conservative. I was gonna just leave my stop and walk away and have my take profit around here, and that would have hit good. I was able to get this one on mine. I took profit right about here, I think, when I walked away. Okay, and I did hit this at like 3 in the morning. I think you said you're in the bathtub or something. I didn't say anything, but I did hit this little trade for you in the morning. And that's when I noticed that this was $54 or whatever. And I was in the MNQ, and I think I lost like $3 or something on that. But what's up, Richard? Good morning. For sure. I'm tipping wood grain. I'm gripping. Heh. That's what's up. That's what's up. Well, Richard, check me out. We got to grind up here today, son. However, when market does open in 1 hour, okay, the best buy zones, now A1 buy zone is going to be here, okay, 25,287, A1 buy zone, okay. If we drop below this price today, if we drop below 25,283, expect the dump. If we drop below 25,283, expect price to get down into here probably. Okay. Expect price to get down into here. Oh yeah. I know it's 8:30 over there, but the market opens at 9:30 Eastern time. 8:30 Central Time. So from 8:30 to 3 o'clock, and then from 9:30 to 4 o'clock your time. And then from 4 o'clock to 5 o'clock your time, you'll get after hours of trading. And then from 5 to 6, it closes, and then it opens back up at 6 o'clock. If you look here, when we go back, when did market open yesterday? 6 o'clock your time, 5 o'clock my time. It says 5 o'clock down here for me, 5 o'clock. I don't know if it says 5 or 6 o'clock for you, but market open right here, 5 and dumped. I hit this sell on mine. I knew that we were gonna dump off yesterday. I got this whole freaking set. Well, first I got this buy, and then I got this sell, and I knew we were gonna stay under VWAP because I've seen this pattern so many times. And I got this sell all the way to here because I know every time in this situation, I was so like 100% sure I was gonna get this. Sorry, I didn't get it on your account, Mom. I got it on my own. I had to manage, and I didn't want to play two accounts or whatever. Yeah. So in this situation, so I just knew like it. As long as we stayed under VWAP, I knew it was gonna go all the way down here to this VWAP. I just knew it, and I got this whole freaking thing right here. And then I got this bounce too. I did get this bounce because I always get this bounce at VWAP, and then I got out, and I didn't trade the rest of that. So I did get this sucker, man. And I knew that we were gonna get something like this because we had such this crap, slow, methodical, crappy day during the day, besides the power move in the morning. So I knew this was coming in after hours. I already was ready for that sucker. Shoot, yeah, I was my mouth was kind of watering on that because I knew, like, I already knew what time it was here. You always get, if you stay under VWAP in this situation, you always get to this VWAP, always, all the time. That's why it's so important to look at your previous day VWAP because you're still playing in these zones. You're still in this zone right here. You're still in this zone. Price can still get down here today. Okay, if we don't hold here, if we don't hold right here, 25,282, price comes there, most likely. Could it stop around here and hold support? It could, but most likely it's going to want down here. Most likely, right here. And if it don't hold here, boom, down into here, okay? Down into this bottom part. Okay, which lines up perfectly over here and almost to this other previous day VWAP. Okay, so keep that in mind. These previous day VWAPs are very important because if you don't hold this VWAP area right here, boom, down into here, okay? And these still matter when price gets, when price gets down here, you have to remember what's going on in the past. Because if you don't hold here, whenever price does get down here, if you don't hold this zone, okay, it don't matter if it's a month from now, you will drop down here. Okay. Okay, so that's why it's very important to remember and have your lines and to know where you're at, where price is at, because these are the zones. This is the range, and as long as we're above middle VWAP right here, middle VWAP, okay, as long as we're above here, which lines up perfectly with here, look at that, it always does, okay, as long as we hold above this middle VWAP, and obviously our daily VWAP now too, but as long as we hold above here, okay, we will go up today no matter what, 100%. Okay, as long as price is above here, we go up. As long as price is above this VWAP, our daily VWAP for today, we go up. Okay. However, price can come down into here, okay, and still go up. As long as we don't touch this line, we don't want to touch it. The minute price touches this line, it's over. It's over. We ain't going up no more. This is the last hope to keep this trend up right here. Okay. But this is looking like a cup and handle pattern. And basically what happens is you come up, you get here, you reject, and then you swing back up right here. This is the rejection, swing back up, into these upper zones. In fact, let me mark out. I need to mark these. How high can we go? Let's see. Let's mark them out. So we're going to mark that. Oh, and this is a flat top. So if we get above this flat top today, look at this. We come all the way up into here. This could be a huge trading day. Whoops. This potentially could be a huge trading day. Okay, so right here. Just know you could fill this whole gap today. If we hold above this price, 25,000, let's just say 520. I like the 20, but 514, 520. Okay. If we hold above 520 today, 25,520, we could easily get all the way up to 973. That's 400 points. Okay. If not, you stop about 61%, 50% to 61% through. So that's where you can put your Fibonacci from here to here. Okay. Hey, all right. Have a good day. I love you. Bye. That's where you can put your fib, because this is where you can start to reject heavily. But you hold above 61%, you get all the way up that 100%. Okay. That's how that works. Boom. Okay, guys. This is a gap. We'll fill that gap fairly quickly. So if we hold above 25,520 today, mark my words, we will go up to this zone easy, if not all the way, fill this whole gap. Okay, that would be a huge trade. So a lot of people are looking for that trade today. Typically, this looks like it could double top, come back down, grab some liquidity here, and then power up, hit our rejection here, power up, and just keep making these W's all the way up. Boom, boom, like that. Okie dokie. That's the situation. Okay, now, and just so we see what's going on here, this is like a little rollover right here, a little waterfall. So sells could print right now, into these zones. Okay, we're going to try to get a little lower here on the trend line and move that up. So this is looking like a nice little, did we get that higher high? Oh, it did. We got that higher high by a tinch. Look, by a tinch. It got it by a tinch right there. So made a little bit of a higher high right here and instantly rejected and got back down into the range. And this is, if I was paying attention, you can catch that pretty easily when you're looking at that. Okay. And then boom, boom, boom. It just started to make a lot of lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high. Look at lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high. This is the confirmation downwards right here, all these lower highs. So when you start to see a lot of rejection like that and lower highs, you can automatically assume, right, when you break under here, okay, now we broke under the 21, now we flush all the way back down. Okay, into these zones, into our trend line, okay? Most likely into here, wherever this lines up right there. This would be if it were to come straight down, that's where our current trend line is, right? A little higher right there. Okay. If it were to drop straight down from now. Now, if you fast forward 10 minutes and you were to drop straight down, then it would be here. Okay, so as time progresses, so does your trend line, and so do your entries, and so does the mapping or whatever. Okay. Now this could also be another good entry for a sell. Okay, where you can hit a sell right here and then put your stop right here. Okay. If we were going to do that. In fact, I'm going to do it on mine over here. That is a good risk to reward right there. Right there. Made a little bit of a higher high. Boom. Let's go. There's definitely some volatility coming into the market right now, y'all. Things are starting to get to moving right here. Now we hit the top of our upper VWAP band. It's always a good short opportunity. However, we are bullish, so shorts you don't want to be in too long. Write them down to the next lowest candlestick, or the 21 or the 9 is typically where you get a bounce. Typically. A lot of buyers coming in, pushing up price. However, this is a really good sell area right here. For a nice sniper sell and a stop at 420. If you are going to take this trade, that's a good trade for sure. I'm not doing nothing. Well, on mine I am. On mine I'm in a quick little sniper cell. Because this area is right at a good area for a little pullback. But I'll get stopped out at 420. If we do get higher than 420, then I get stopped out on my trade. But I'm not doing nothing on yours right now. I'm just boom, 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 chugga like a boom, chugga like a boom, boom. Let's go. Drop it. Drop it like a hat. Drop it like a hat. Boom. Drop it like a hat. Drop it like a hat. Boom. So basically what happened is we hit the very top of the range, always right before the high of the range. Is always a good little nice sell area. You get a nice little pull most of the time, not all the time. Most of the time, that is a really good area to do it, and it's working out perfectly right now because if you notice, we got that higher high, okay, and then we jumped right above a little bit at the most upper VWAP band, and we dropped back underneath it. Which once you drop back underneath the upper VWAP band, that's confirmation that you're good to go. You're good to hold this trade. Boom! Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about. Money in the bank, so what you think? Okay, so this is a good trade. All right, so I already took profit on one contract. I got my second contract coming down to the 50. And we're gonna take that right there. And actually, this actually looks like I think we're gonna get down here to middle, close to the VWAP band actually. I think I'm gonna move my stop, my take profit lower to 25,383. However, I do want to show you this. Do you see this right here? This band right here? This is looking like, yeah, it's pointing down pretty quickly here. That's a good. Come on. Yeah. So boom, chugga like a boom, chugga like a boom. Nevertheless. Now, I always say this, but the last 30 minutes before market open, which we're about to enter into it in like 8 more minutes, it's always chop. It's always range in between whatever bands that you're in. So if we're in the upper purple, uh, positive 1 to 2 plus standard deviation bands, the upper two bands, then that's typically where you range for the next half hour. So you'll bottom out around the purple band, you'll top out around the other one. And then when market opens, you know, I always like to wait until we touch VWAP. So that's what I did yesterday, and I missed my trade because we never came down and we never touched VWAP. So I never got that good entry, and I was too busy trying to short it to get down to VWAP, and it just didn't work out for me yesterday. However, today we're going to try to be a little more faster on my hands. And we know we're bullish. We know we want to, pump this thing up. Okay, we already know that. However, when market does open here, typically price wants to come down and retest VWAP. Okay, so typically this is like home base. This is the balance. And look, if you look down here at force factor, we came all the way up. So usually we're about halfway, but every time you come all the way up on force factor, you got a high amount of volume that came in right here. And force factor, this is at the high end of the force factor, like what, to the 1,000. So every time this happens, it always comes down. Okay, and that's what's happening right now. You're getting that kind of come down to rebalance itself. Okay, so see, this was a high one right here. If you look at 2:21 a.m., we got high volume, high movement here, and it lines up perfectly here. And then what happened? Boom, come down, and then it rebalanced, come down, and then it went swoop back up. But this was high. This was really high right here, and good volatility. And then now it should slowly bleed to trend line. Maybe, well, probably not down to VWAP. I mean, could it? Yes. But typically the half hour before, it's just going to play around in here. Okay. So you want to get it buys at the bottom of this range of this zone. Okay. This is the upper zone. Okay. So you do want to get, buys around this zone. Okay. And then, sells in the middle up closer to the top or whatever, and just kind of play it like that. We come down, we bounce perfectly. You could have did a little sniper right here, a little sniper buy, and just in and out of these things. You really want to get closer to, your trend line or whatever. But these are good sniper trades if you're paying attention and on it. That's why I love these lines, because the lines will show you good little bounce areas sometimes. The yellow and the purple line are good little bounce zones. Yes, I am. Yeah, I am. I am, mother. I am. I am. I got that. I got this cell right here. I got this cell here, and then I took one profit here, and I took another profit here. Hit this zone. I did. Yeah, I got that one. I got that one. I wanted to get yours, but I don't know. It was just, I wasn't in there on time. Hold on. Hello? Oh, sorry. What's up, babe? My bad. Oh, well, sometimes our generator shoots off a little gas every once in a while. It does it like every hour on the hour just to get gas through the pipe, the line. Oh, well, I'll go smell it then. But I know on the side of our house, we get it like every hour or something. You smell a little gas. Mhm. 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 Okay, yeah, yeah. Let me look. Yeah, yeah, I do that. Okay, yeah. Okay. Oh, their mom's there? Ooh, what? Okay, mother. Hey, if you get off, just text me and let me know, so I know if you're off. I know not to just keep yapping. Oh, you did text me? Oh, okay, perfect. Okay, I see now. Okay, thank you. All right. Yeah, how'd you know that I was off? Oh, I didn't know. Oh yeah, I just walked around. I just texted you that I was gonna move your people that you need, and then I'll get back on it. Okay, perfect. All right. Hey, you stop. It looks like it's going crazy right now. Talk about it real quick. You can't tell like what to do. Yeah, no, yeah. Well, I mean, it's in the range. Were you done for the day with me, or? I'm waiting for I'm waiting for a really good setup or like a little trend line sniper or something. No, yeah, I'm not. I'm back and forth. But I just want to do one, What are you doing? You're gonna sit in front of it now? Yeah, I was well, I hit that little cell right now, but I'm looking at my neighbor. My neighbor needed some help on looking at the gas guy coming over to her house, so I'll just keep an eye on that. And then my window kind of looks right there in my office to their house to check that. So, but I'm here. I'm back in front of the computer now, and I'm just waiting for this little trend line trade for you. And then once the market opens, like after 10, 30 minutes or something, I'm going to look for a trade. I mean, I don't want to trade the first 10, 30 minutes when the market opens. No, it's not open, and we already made, well, I made 200, and you made 300. So we made $500 before the market opens. Yeah, something like that, yeah. I think it's at 5,500 right now. Yeah, so 500, right? All right, yeah, that's good. 500 a day is 10,000 a month. Yeah, if you do it like that, yeah, absolutely. But like I said, I'm gonna look for a really good, like a safe trade, a safer one, you know. So we're just waiting, being patient, whatever. That my other ones, I hit a few snipers. That one was a little risky up at the top right there. I didn't want to take that with you. It was moving really fast. It could have went all the way up to 420 really quick. So I'm like, yeah, I don't want to risk it. But believe me, well, I think today, now that we don't have Nvidia earnings, because I didn't realize we had Nvidia earnings yesterday. That was crazy. That's why the market was off. Every time you have Nvidia earnings on the market, mother, the market's off. It's never textbook. It's always funky, and that's exactly what it did yesterday. It it usually sells off all day, and then at the end of the day, it pumps up. But yesterday, it pumped up, and then it just grinded up all day. And the market it wasn't a normal market yesterday at all. But today we're back to normal, so we're good. Okay. All right. Well, see you in 10 minutes. Yeah. Mm. Let me get a flow. Let me get a flow going, man. Got a flow peep, man. What's going on? What's Trump saying today? See what the Trump says. The Trump. That's my dog right there, boy. Yeah. That's whoops. Man. I'm about to hit that flow. About to hit that flow piece. Flow piece. What you know, B? What you know, B? What you know, B? Hit the flow piece. Hit the flow piece. Trying to get the dough. Rocking in my show. Yo, Richie Rich. Momamba. Bobamba. Call me the toe tumbler. Call me Obama. Hey. Rambo on the flow. Gamble on my flow. Man, that's that heat right there. I got the heat. I got the burner. Got the streets on lock. I got a spot, boy. You got all them niggas. They getting caught up with the ill, man. They getting shot up. Man. What am I doing, Varney, dog? In the video. Listen, guys. I think the market's gonna pump today. It's looking like pump mode. However, if we don't make a new high, if we can't get past, I think we'll get a good rejection here. Boom, right there, y'all. 25,469. Look for a rejection. So that's going to be a good rejection area. And then A1 buy areas is 25,290. If we can get down there when the market open, then I'm buying. I ain't lying. Oscar Mayer. Hit you with the flow piece. I'm coming through. That's for sure. That's my doorways. Gotta get the Apex 24 latex. Matter of fact, paychecks. Man, I'm on Apex 24 paychecks. 3,500 a pop. Nothing less. That's my stop. Homie got a rock. Get some cops. Got the burner. 24 coming through. Mode. Boom, shut up. Boom, 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 sugar. Boom, boom, sugar. Boom. I got 24 hours, 24 hours, 1700, 1700. Mm-hmm. Boom, boom, chugga, boom, chugga, lugga, lugga, boom, 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 chugga, lugga, boom, 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 chugga, lugga, boom, 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 chugga, lugga, boom, boom. Yeah, they got satellites, they got camera lights, they got hermaphrodites. I ain't trying, I don't like the fight, turn the hype, chicks on it, ticked on it, perplex on it, don't flex on it. I just want a quick 40, 40, 50, 50, 50, 50, 40, 40, 50, 50, get it with me. Quick, quick, quick. Sheesh, wawa. 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 Danger, danger, zone, danger, 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 zone, danger, 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 zone, danger, zone, leave me alone, danger, zone, leave me alone, danger, zone, gotta lock in on the phone, gotta lock in on the roam, gotta lock in on the pwn, matter of fact, man, I'm his own, matter of fact, man, I'm on chrome, I'm sitting alone. I'm trading on phone. I'm trading in tones. I'm trading my zones. Mapped out levels. Got me in treble. Getting that pebble. Gotta get rebel. Know about that dope. Know about that flow. 6 to the 8 4. 20 to the 8 mo. Wish you would've right go. Wish you really get go. Wish you really get go. Wish you really get go. Hitting that flow. I'm hitting that show. Gotta get go. Gotta get flows. 2084. 684. Want a little more. Yeah, I want a little more. Get that flow. Yeah, I get that flow. Man, I get that dough. Yeah, I get that show. Want a little more. Yeah, I want a little more. I want a little more. Yeah, I want a little more. Get that flow. Yeah, I sell that rip. Too legit. Too legit to quit. 24. Call me Sniper. Coming to home and yeah, dog, please don't bite her. I'm on the sniping game. Yeah, I'm sniping right. Yeah, I get that though. Yeah, I get that though. Yeah, I'm sniping trades. yo, 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 yo. Yeah, I get that though. 2080 folks. 6084. Yeah, I want a little more. Market open in 15 minutes. Gotta keep an eye on that. When I'm getting in it. Watch the time. Do it every. We just retested. Yeah, we retesting this bottom low. Recent, that's for sure. We are in downtrend right now. However, this is a downtrend. This is a downtrend pattern. This fall is more than 45-degree angle. So buys in and out of buys until you hop over your moving averages, obviously. But in this situation, you are sniper buys. It just looks weak. Okay. We may want to get, like I said, into the VWAP zones, into lower -1 standard deviation zone before we pop. Okay, typically that happens market open, so we'll wait for that setup. However, you catch close to the bottom in that zone, you could really just let it ride all day today. That could be the situation on the situation. Could be a huge 50 grand day today, bro. I want 50 racks. In fact, I got my trade set up, so I'm going to let mine ride today. We're gonna ride today. Yeah, we're gonna ride today, y'all. I gotta buy at 25,000, 348, 348, 25,000, 348, 348 right here. Yeah, homie. Homie. But right now, this is downtrend pattern right here. Lower high, lower high, lower high. Underneath our EMAs, underneath our 21, cracking through the trend line. Okay, market about to open. However, like I said, remember the last 30 minutes before market opens, we always jig around in this zone right here. So could we get one more pop into here and then drop? We could. One more pop and drop. This is the retest here. You know, I would like to see it get into here actually for one more pop, like one more pepperoni. One of pepperoni on my Stepharoni. Stephen Curry. That's my homie Dirty. Hold up. What they really owe me. Would they earn the market? Would they burn the market? Yeah, I turn the market. Man, I can't wait until I have enough money in the market to move the markets. I want to move the markets 5 million. Yeah, that moves the markets. 5 to 10 million, you can move markets. That's all you need. I mean, who would have thought all you need is 5 to 10 million dollars just to move this market. 5-10 million. I could move the NQ. 5-10 million. I could make it move the way I wanna. That's all you need is 5 to 10 million, and you can actually move markets like a boss, like a boss, like a boss, like a boss. Yeah, it's called manipulation. Manipulating markets. 5-10 million, I can manipulate. Okay, good. I want to get this little pop. I want to get this little pop right here. Come a little lower, hit me. Like Brittany says, hit me one more time, baby, baby. Hit me one more time. Hello? Oh shoot, my cleaners are here. What's up, Milo? Hello. Good morning. Good morning. Log out. Log in. Log out. Log in. I'm back again. Log out. Log in. I'm back again. I'm back again. Log out. In. I'm back again. Ooh, there we go, buddy. Good job, buddy. Yes, sir. Good job, buddy. I'm back again. I'm back again. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back again. Nowadays, everybody want to talk like they got something to say, but nothing comes out when they move the list. Just a bunch of gibberish. Like, look at that. They forgot about Drake. Nowadays. So this is normal to be expected here, y'all. Nowadays, when Tyler got something to say, but they come out with it. Would like to get this manipulation down here for the buy. Market open. Market opens in 9 minutes. However, I'm just not going to go in blind. I'm going to wait for a confirmation. And that confirmation will drop down here, hold support, hop back above middle VWAP, boom, go. However, the first 30 minutes of trade, you really don't want to hold trades more than 30 seconds to 4 minutes tops. You really don't want to even hold that long. You just want to be in and out. Minute you're in profit, take profit. First 30 minutes. A lot of manipulation, a lot of hoopla, a lot of doobla. Now, I didn't want to tell that he got something to say, but I'm not with him with the lip. Okay, like I said, this is a down pattern. This pattern right here, this up, and then all this is a down pattern. Okay. It's not an up pattern right now. We are in a down movement. However, this is starting to try to build a base and build a higher low right here. Okay, let me put some good music on, man. Let me put on my songs here. Excuse me. Sorry. All right. So yeah, this is definitely looking like dump mode right here. I want to retest VWAP. This pattern, every time I see this pattern right here, take a snapshot picture. This is a down pattern every time I see that. Okay, this is definitely a very common pattern I see all the time where you have this is down. Okay, short term, even though we are an overall up, let's look at the 1 hour. We are okay on the hourly. We made our M in the middle, okay, and then W on the outside to keep plowing up. Once we break this top right here, it's on. We get up into here pretty quickly, okay? Almost back up to all-time highs, okay? This area right here is going to be a huge good sell zone right here, man. We get right here, 25,600. This is where we could double top and you could drop and hold your sell for months and make hundreds of thousands of dollars right here at this zone. As long as we don't get higher than this and you get a sell right here, you can hold it. I mean, I think the market's going to crash, so you can hold it for months, a year. You know, as long as we don't break that high right there, this thing will just keep going down forever. You know, if we do break this high, the minute we come back down into this zone, then you hit a sell and then you hold it forever. That's going to make us millionaires. Okay, so if we do break above, that's fine. But the minute you break down and you can't get back above, boom, it falls down forever. That's all-time highs, y'all. So just keep that in mind. That's how that's going to happen. But here, this is where we got the M in the middle, the W, and then we fly all the way up into here. And that could be today. It could be a huge day today. Okay, however, let's not discount this. We blew past the 200. We did not retest it. Usually you got to come down, retest, and then go up. So if we do break under this level right here, we could come down here to the 50 and bounce, or we come down here to the 200 and bounce. And this is on the hourly time frame, okay? So, but overall on the hourly, okay, overall on the hourly, we are on uptrend, okay? And look, we're actually getting to the point on the hourly where we start to break this trend line on the hourly to come down a little bit lower. So also keep that in mind too, okay? But as long as we hold this trend, we can just keep all the way up here, all the way up she goes. And we keep this trend on the hourly, okay? This is top-down analysis, so you always got to know kind of what's going on the higher time frame, lower time frame. So excuse me. Okay. Wait. Oh, was I even on the right screen? Shoot, I might have not even been on the right screen, y'all, when I was explaining all that. Shoot, my bad. I was on my other screen. Let me go over that again. Okay, so the hourly. Okay, you always want to look. So we made the M in the middle. Boom, come down. Look, we bounce perfectly on my lines all the time. Okay, but if we break here, boom, we come up into here pretty easily. Okay, this is where our rejection could be. Okay, we don't hold above 61.8%. We can't continue to the 100. This is where you usually reject. But if you blow past this, boom, up into here, okay, for today. All-time highs are over here. Okay, this is a good sell zone right here, 25,600. Okay, if we break above it, all-time highs, and come back down, the minute we come back down into this range, hit a sell and hold it for a month and become a millionaire, because that's going to be a huge trade whenever that happens. Okay, market's about to open. We're already down here to VWAP. This is a good buy area right around here. However, market did not open, so I'm not going to touch it. But man, that is a juicy area right there. This is a juicy area right here for a buy, but I don't want to touch it because market's about to open. But look, we just broke under here liquidity. Oh, this is such a perfect area for a buy, but I just don't want to touch it because market did not open yet, and it could come down into here, y'all. This is a good area though, right here. Look, just broke underneath here. The liquidity stopped everybody out that's been holding their trade. All the guys that aren't taking profit. Okay. All the guys that weren't taking profit missed that trade right there, y'all. If they were holding, they got whacked. Okay. If they were holding, market is about to open, y'all. Dun, dun, dun. We got market open in 1 minute, y'all. This could just fly right off the shelf. As long as we don't make a lower low right here. We come down, we retested the VWAP, which it always likes to do that to see who's going to be in control for today. Are we going to go up, the bulls? Are we going to go down, the bears? So it always likes to come and retest like we just did perfectly. So textbook already on what's happening. We come down, swept liquidity, and then now we're going to see if we can get this come up. But I just feel like market wants to come down a little bit lower, y'all, before we go up. Yep, and we were right. Okay. Yeah. Trying to get that trade right there. Come a little lower. This will just be a sniper trade. Oh. Okay, came right down to our zone here. We can add another one right there. Now, we don't want to break under this one. That won't be good. This is right to our perfect buy zone right here, guys. This is it. This is the trade. So we're going to get that. Should have waited a little longer. Come on. This is the perfect buy zone right here. So we really want to let this thing ride all the way. Now, if we can't get back above VWAP right here, y'all, it's over. Okay. We want to get back up above VWAP. Otherwise, we're falling for today. Got it. Okay, done on yours. Boom! Let's go. Perfect buy zone, guys. Boom. Let's go. Now, if we can't get above VWAP, it's over, y'all. We're going to dump for today. Luckily, we did not touch this line. I'm glad we didn't touch that line. If we would have touched it, it would have been over. It still could be over if we don't get above VWAP though right here, y'all. All right, let's go, baby. I think we're good. I think this is the golden zone. I had a feeling we were gonna get down to our zone right there. We did. However, if we can't pump this turd, this is gonna be a freaking drop day, y'all. But I just have a feeling we will get a nice pump here today. So but or not. You never know. It's very close here. But this is the perfect buy zone right here, okay? Anything lower, it's a down day. Which it is looking like we could be in a huge down day today. Yep. This is looking like a down day, y'all. We're about to touch that line. So the minute we touch this line, guys, it will be officially a down day unless we can get back above VWAP. But majority of the time, when you touch this line right here, which it looks like we're about to, we are officially in down day. Yep. So this could be a sell-off day for sure. That was a huge institutional sell. So markets looking like they go down today. So if you do get in a sell right now, okay, which I am, I'm just going to hold this sucker all the way down. Okay. And then the best sells are going to be on your purple or your VWAP because price can go all the way to VWAP. Yeah, we're done for the day for you, mother. You're good. Okay. But I'm going to catch this sell all the way down. And then the best place to get into sells is at VWAP, which is your baby blue line. But we're dumping, guys. This is a dump. Boom! Let's go. Let's go. The only way this day changes, which I don't think it's going to change, is if we get above middle VWAP and hold support. But I just think we're just dumping down all day today, guys. Like this is a dump down day. You know, we caught that long in it opened. We caught it. We got out. We couldn't get above VWAP. We rejected hard on VWAP. So it's just down, guys. Like we will trend down today. No, don't even mess with it. If you want, here, let me do this for you. This is where you want to be right there. If you want, that's where you want to be. If you want to do that, that's a good. This is a good one right here. If you want to do that right there. Okay, right there. That's a perfect spot. Let me get back to mine. Because price can come all the way up there, mother, and you could get a nice, pullback. But however, this is a super bearish candle right here, and we broke our key level. This is our key level right here. Remember I said if we break under the 82, it's over. Well, guess what? It's over, guys, because we broke under. We rejected right here at VWAP very quickly. That's where I got out of the trade on my account, and then boom, now we're just gonna head down. We should have never touched this line right here if we were gonna have an update. We should have never broke under here. Okay, now that doesn't mean we can't come all the way back up to VWAP. Okay, but this thing's gonna flush. Yep, there it is. Let's go. Okay, boom, let's go. That's it, y'all. This is it. And just be patient, man. This thing's gonna come all the way down, man. We can, like I said, we can get all the way down to 25,025 pretty quickly. Oh yeah, I am. Shoot. I am, believe me. Boom! I'm holding this one. I got 2 contracts. I'm up. Huge. Yeah, I made like $2,000 on the pump. and I was up already 1,700 from then, and now I'm up. Shoot, I'm looking at close to like $7,000-8,000 right now. So we're going, and I'm just holding. We dropped below our lower VWAP band, which is extreme bearishness. And like I said, we can pump all the way up to VWAP. That's fine. Sometimes you go to VWAP, sometimes you come up to the 50. But guess what? In this situation, that's as high as you're going to go, and you're just going to keep dumping down. It's not until you get above VWAP and you hold and, you can change. But at this point in time, remember, we just cracked underneath the hourly trend line. So we're checking that out on the hourly. So we cracked underneath the hourly trend line that we've been holding for days. And so this should be a huge sell-off right now, y'all. It's gonna be a huge sell-off. So don't let these little wiggles like this, scare you or anything. If you are in the sell, just hold it, just hold it. And then I have my stop at 25,350. Okay, so that's where my stop's at. And I may even move it up to 362 because I have so much extra margin and stuff in here. But right now it's looking like we just got a beautiful rejection off our resistance right there, our resistance level. It didn't even hit the resistance level, just straight rejected. And now it's just going to keep flushing. It should be a nice flush down here. Oh, and we do have the FVG, the bottom of the FVG, okay, here. So let's also keep that in mind. That could be a little bounce area too. Blushing is going. Flush. Oh, yeah, flush. We're in flush mode. However, we do got an FVG at 25,190 to like 140. So we could get a little bounce around there, but I don't think that we're going to go higher than, VWAP, the 25,337, right around that area. We shouldn't get higher than that in this situation. So I got you a sell there at that area. And I'm just gonna get another contract for me over here on the VWAP band, if we get up the VWAP band. Yeah, if you want, I can do an MNQ for you, mother, and that will be less risky. If you want to do that, you just tell me and I can get an MNQ. Let me know. Your call. This is a good rejection area right here. You want me to do the MNQ? Yeah, we'll hit the MNQ for you. There you go. It's a lot cheaper on the MNQ, so we can add one there, and we can add one right there, and then I can just put two stops right here. And this little MNQ should still pay another couple $100 coming all the way down, So there we go. Got you a little MNQ. So it's less risky. And if it comes up here to VWAP, we can add another one. But at least for now, you got one little baby MNQ, which can get you a nice flush down here to the what is this right here? The FVG we got right here. Usually it comes to the bottom of the FVG, so we'll take profit like right around there. Okay, so I'll set that up for you like that. And if it does come up here, shoot, this is a great area right here to get another MNQ for the rejection down, because this thing is bearish and we're coming down. Like if it does pop, it pops into here to our VWAP, and then it hurries up and drops back down. So that could be the situation there. But this is one of those days where we just flush. We just keep flushing down. As long as we don't get above this VWAP, Okay, you see how sharp these bands are pointing down like this? This is a indication that we're going to be selling off here today. And typically, we'll stay in these two zones. However, every once in a while, it does pop up in like the KISS, the VWAP 50 area, and then, shoot back down or whatever. Okay, but this is one of those days where we should just continue to drop down and, at least get down into here, this FVG. And if we can't pop up from here, then for sure get down into here. Okay, so I'm just going to let mine ride too. And that's it. You can just set it and forget it. Let me get onto my other account here. Check it out. Boom. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. This is such a beautiful day here for trade. This should be an easy one. Yeah, this should be an easy. Look, we're rejecting perfectly on our 84 level, 82 level. Okay, that's a perfect area for rejection there. And then the next pop zone is going to be at the bottom of our FVG. And boom! Let's go, guys. Let's go. Yes. We put in the work. We learn the charts. You work hard. You figure this stuff out. And guess what? When you see the setup that works perfectly, you get paid. This is one of those trades that are just stress-free, and they always work out really good. This rejection right here. I'm on the wrong screen. This rejection right here, this is beautiful right here. I love to see this right here. This boom, boom on the 21 like that. This is a beautiful thing right here. When you're in the trade, we go a little bit over, but reject perfectly twice on the. That's just so bearish, y'all. It's just like there's so many sellers right now over here looking. This really don't tell the truth, to be honest, but we got the sellers in motion, guys. We're dropping below this middle VWAP from yesterday. So once we really drop below here, okay, we're going to really be in for a big treat here, y'all. Big treat-a-roni. Treat-a-roni, treat-a-roni. Okay. Boom. It's wiggling. It's accumulating. It's staying in our lower two bands here. If you want, I can even add another right here because this thing about to just crash. And we can put a stop right there, and then we can take profit like right here on one. We add another, and then boom. Do something like that, and then add another right there. Just let that ride. Oh, shoot. Hello? Oh, yeah, he is here. Yeah, he is. Okay, yeah. What do I need to go over there? Okay. All right. Okay, yeah, Mom. I gotta roll. I gotta roll, Mother. However, if you just leave that like so, okay. If we get stopped out right here, let's move this to here. If we get stopped, I don't think we're gonna get stopped out, but if we get stopped out, okay, let it stop us out here. Come up to VWAP and just leave this here because we shouldn't get higher than, VWAP. If anything, it comes right here. Okay, and then rejects and then shoots back down. Okay, but I have your take profit. Oh, where's your take profit? Okay, I want your take profit right here on, boom. I want it to be right around here. Okay, so if you need to adjust it, but right around this level here is where we should be looking to take profit. Okay, this is where we could get a bounce. Okay, if not, then it's gonna flush all the way into here. Okay, so let me go check this guy out here across the street or next door, and then I'll be back. I'll be back. Okie dokie chokey. All right, cool. Yeah, and plus, we just got a little MNQ going, so just one. I took profit on one MNQ because I added one real quick, and in worst case scenario, we give back like $200 or something, maybe 300 if it goes against us. But I mean, I think it's worth the risk because this could probably add another. Well, if we get this MNQ involved, I mean, it could add another potentially if we get up into here, could add like another $300 or $400. So not a bad risk to reward. All right, I got to go. I got to go. All right, I'm back. I'm back. I gotta talk to the gas guy. Everything's looking beautiful. We're on the push down. This is sell off mode. So, voila. Man, I was bullish, but I know, Richard, this thing dropped hard, bro. It's gonna keep dropping too. This is huge sell off mode, you know? So, this is a huge sell off mode. If anything, we pop up here to the VWAP and keep dropping down, okay? But I don't think we're going to get that pop until we get here to the bottom of this FVG. This is a FVG right here. And so usually you get a buyer start to come in around this zone to push it back up. So this is why we want to start taking profit around, this area right here, and then go ahead and get sells. Because if we're in downtrend, we're in these lower two bands, downtrend, which we are perfectly right now. Look, boom, 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 boom. But every once in a while, you'll pop all the way up to VWAP and then keep coming down. We're going to take profit here soon at 162. I got it right here on your chart. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. But honestly, once we broke this level, I already knew what time it was. I already knew what time it was when we couldn't hold this level. Okay, that was a huge key level. This level right here. Can you see that? Remember I said the 25,082 area right here? 80. That was oh, you know what? Because we're on MNQ. Look right here. You're on NQ probably. We're on MNQ, but this level right here, is where I put this line. Okay, but I'm on MNQ. If you click the MNQ, I don't know if you got to click the MNQ. I'm on MNQ up here where this tab is. I'm on the MNQs now. Okay. So sell-off mode. Typically, we come down to this zone. We're under VWAP from yesterday, so we come down to this zone before we get, a halfway decent bounce. However, you'll get your little pops right here, in here. If we crack above this, sloping resistance, and we can get a little higher or whatever. But we're going to get another sell, up in, I think a good sell would be right around up in here into that zone. And we can just add some MNQs there. If it gets a little higher, it is kind of breaking this little thing. But in this situation, we don't go, like I said, we don't get higher than VWAP. We don't get higher than VWAP. Okay. We did hit the middle of the FVG, and it's getting a little pop here in the middle of the FVG, but I don't think that is going to be it's going to be short-lived. Short-lived. Come on down. Now, if you're aggressive trader, this is a good area to add another contract to write down. This is a more conservative spot up here to add. But here on the 21, we've been getting a lot of good rejections on the 21 and the lower -1 standard deviation. So this area is a good area to add sell contracts as well. We did pop in the middle of this FVG, exactly in the middle of this FVG right here. We had a pop. Typically, we come lower before we get this halfway decent pop. But I think, that is not even a good pop, actually. A good pop is up into here. Yeah, I'm writing it down. I'm still in it. Yeah, my entry's up here. Yeah, my entry's up here. This is my entry right here. The 80. Because remember, right when we break this support right here, that's where I entered really quick. Right here, boom. My break even's up here on my chart. I got multiple charts trading right now. I'm in 3 different trades charting. Okay, this is going to dump. This is going to dump. Another good rejection. This would have been a good place to add. So when people say add to your winners, these are the areas where you add to your winners and you come down. Okay. But I honestly think we're going to get down into here today, y'all. Probably even lower than here. Okay. Once we can't hold this area, once we break under 140, 25,140, shoot, it's over. We're coming lower, so that's going to be another key indicator there, that we come lower, y'all. But this is your perfect textbook downtrend right here. Okay, and then this is your A1 area to add for this downtrend. Okay, so I do want to get a nice big fat red candle flush here, just like real quick, almost there. And then what you can do is you can just get sells here and then take profit here. So sell here, take profit here, sell here, take profit here, sell here, take profit here. Oh no, we're the green line. We want to hit this green line right here. It's coming lower. Don't worry. It's almost there. It's about to have a nice big fat red candle here pretty quickly. Don't worry. You're gonna get it. It's almost there. It's almost there. Yeah, this one. We wanted to hit this one right here. It's about to. Okay, and then this is where we can get a nice little pop, like right around here. It could kind of pop up, or it can just keep flushing all the way down here really fast. So, yeah, but this is just one of those days where you just want to hold your sell like all day, and you do want to take I would take profit at these zones and then re-enter back sells on the 50 and on the what is this, on your VWAP. Okay, come a little lower. Okay, here it is. Come a little lower. Right here, we should get a huge red candle, like big, aggressive red candle right here. Here, we get to, come on, fast, just drop. And it may come into the 140s, 150s, pretty quickly here. There we go. Come on, here it is. This is it. Go. We dropped underneath this lower VWAP band, which, that's where you can real quick. Come on. There it is. Almost there. You never want to get buys in a market like this. Never. Always want to do sells. Never try to get buys in this. If you do get a buy in this, you get it buy points and you only hold them for like 10 seconds, 20 seconds. There we go. Got it. All right. Perfect. Took profit. Now, this is a good buy area right here. Okay. This is where we can get a nice little bounce now. Okay. But it's possible it just keeps flushing down here to 100. It could flush all the way down here really quick, real fast if it doesn't bounce right now. There it is. There it keeps coming. Yeah, don't even touch a buy. Yeah, there. Ooh, there it is, boy. Yep, there it is. That's what I'm talking about right there. That's the red candle we wanted right there. Now, this is a good bounce area right here. Let me hit this little bounce right there. Get that little bounce right there for your mother. There you go. This thing is just gonna flush. Probably gonna end up going down here real quick. And this area is a good area for a sell now too. If you want to get a little sell right there, that's a good area for a sell. This is going to come down into the 100s, 90s pretty quickly, I think, right now. Let's see if I can get a sell right here. Now this is a bounce area too, because we hit the bottom of this FVG right here. See? Oh, we even extended a little lower past it. So yeah, so this, if it doesn't turn around really quickly, all right, I'm out. Because usually if it doesn't just come right back down real quick, you just get out of that. Okay, because that is your little bounce area right here at the bottom of our FVG. Okay, perfectly. We got that little bounce at the bottom of the FVG right here. It even came a little lower than the bottom of the FVG. Okay, it came to the bottom a little bit under our line here. So this is the bounce area, a good area to add here, okay? In this situation, now that we're back up above this VWAP band, okay? As long as you're above this VWAP band, now we can push into here, 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 or here. We can even get all the way up into here now, as long as we're above this VWAP band right here. But the minute we drop underneath this VWAP band right here, this thing can just keep flushing fast. Okay, but now we're holding support, so this could be a pop into here, 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 and so forth. Okay, most likely, we stay around here. Okay, and we keep coming down. So if you want, we can do an add like so. But this is a pop, this is a good pop. Now that we're cracking through here, I mean, we should at least get into here now from this point, since it didn't keep flushing. Yeah, but anyways, or we can just be done. We don't gotta do no more here. We're good. We're good. Got it. Oh, boom. Let's go. Nope. I think that's all the pop. Now it's just gonna keep flushing. It's looking like it didn't even go up to the 21. It's just gonna just keep coming on down here. Like if we don't hold right here, this thing, woo, up there it goes. You're gonna just keep flushing all the way down now. Watch. The minute we break under this line right here, this is the flush. Like, whoosh. Yeah. We're gonna keep going. Come on, keep going. Oh, nice. All right, yeah, we'll close you down today, okay? I'm gonna close it down. I'm gonna switch to my other account here. Okay. 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 All right. Good, no leak. Okay. We're good. We're good. All right. So basically now this is since I'm not in a trade on this account, I'm going to wait for this area for my sell here. Yeah, the cleaners are here. Yes. Six. Mm-hmm. Today. Boom. So let's go. So yeah, right here. You just don't want to try to be catching buys, and if you're not in a sell already, okay, I don't recommend being trying to get a sell because this thing could ricochet all the way back up here really quick. So unlock. Okay. 140, 134 could be a good little bounce zone. However, the 90s are always good. But I have a support line right here. So if I am going to get a buy, it's going to be at my. Oh, look, we almost came all the way down here to the bottom of this range already. Yeah. Okay, but I do got a nice buy area right here. Okay, this is a good area for buy. And it does look like we're getting a little pump right here now too. Okay, so I probably do want to add a little buy here and get this pump. Okay, you do want to don't hold these buys too long. Okay, in a down market, you just kind of want to be in and out. In and out, in and out, in and out. Don't be afraid to cut them too quick if they go against you. You just cut them out real quick, real quick. They start to go against you, my friend. Ooh, like that, like that. Okay, let's get down here to the 90s. There it is, there it is, there it is. That's what I was waiting for. All right, now this is gonna be a good bounce right here, y'all. Come a little lower to the 80s or 90s. This is going to be nice right here. Come a little lower, come a little lower, come a little lower. Come a little lower. See, I was trying to get this sell right here on the 21 to take my profit, and then it never hit. I should have just hurry up, and I was too slow on my, and I'm over there yapping, saying cut them early, and boom, I didn't. Don't even take my own advice. But I do want this right. I want it to come a little lower to the 70s. One more. One more drop. One more drop. One more. Come lower. Perfect. Sometimes you, to try to catch this trade that I'm trying to catch here, sometimes you have to let it do this so you don't kind of miss it, I guess. That makes sense. Okay, almost there. Come on. Perfect. Now I'm going to deleverage right here and hit another one right there. Ooh, don't hit me. Don't hit me. Oh, that's intense. No. Get up, y'all. Oh my gosh, this is going to way too far out. Come on. Oh, this is going to have a big recoil back up here. I do want to deleverage a little bit here. Deleverage. Okay. Get one a little lower. This is sketchy. Oh no. Oh man, look at that freaking dump. Oh. I gotta cut it. I was gonna get margin called right there. I almost got margin called. Oh my gosh. Holy. Don't margin call me. Don't margin call me. Oh my gosh, I'm almost about to get margin called on here. Don't do it. Don't do it. Margin called me. Golly, I'm so sad. Well, I couldn't get that big bounce. I just couldn't get it. Got margin called on this account, y'all. All right, I'm done. I'm sad. Golly, look at that. This is the bounce zone right here to watch. Right when it got me. So sad. Get my other account going. Let's go.